Entrepreneurship is probably what you guys want to do now, converting it into, and then gone are the days when you just sit and say you are just an engineer. You have to do it as an entrepreneur so that you can make business out of it. So before I continue, I'd like to ask both of you, because you are the ones that are important to me here. All of you are important to me, but I guess you understand what I mean. But what is your aim? When you made the decision to put your money down for this training course, what was your aim? You see, this word product and services, I can tell you it covers every business in this world. As a business, you are either supplying a product or giving a service. So if you know that it is in between these two words, I think our problem will be solved. So the most important part of any business is the product or services or both. I will share with you what I think has worked for me. Because you see, there are a lot of people in this world that follow motivational speakers. When he came into the office, we had the talk about that. Motivational speaker will tell you do this, do this, do this. And I wonder why people listen to people that have not done it. Does that make sense? You come to me now, you say, sleep at this time, so at this time, you will be successful. And I come to your house, there's no light. You took a bus to my house. When you are going, you asked me to find you something. Are you a motivational speaker, right? Have you tried those things on yourself? So whatever it is I'm going to share with you, they are, aside for the things I have read, there are also things that I have tried and they have worked. And one of it is this attention to details. Most businesses lack attention to details in product and also in services. If you are going to make success out of your business, attention to details is one of the most important. So I talk about attention to details in services because for now, you people don't have any product. Have you started producing your own inverter? But we'll touch on quality of products because even though you are primarily not the producer, when you are supplying it to your clients or your customers, you are a secondary product owner. Does that make sense? Yeah. First attention is to the kind of product you use. We are talking about renewable energy now. I'm sure you people know that there are a lot of brands. A lot of brands. So when I wanted to start the business, I had that problem with deciding what brand was good. So first I will ask somebody, have you used this one before? Have you used this one before? So I started to get into trouble. Then I changed my style. Yes. I changed my style to testing the products myself. So I was the guinea pig. So if I want to do a business with a company, for example, I ask them to give me their products. Then I install it for my house. Use it for 6 months minimum. There are some that I use for 1 year, in fact. When I use it for that long, if it does me well, I'll try all the mistakes on it. I'll intentionally overload it. I'll intentionally do all those things. Then, if it's still good enough, then I tell them to start supplying me. Now, not everybody has that time. But even with that attention that I paid to details before selling to my clients, there were still mistakes that I made, and I'm still making till now. Now, Reohob is looking at doing batteries. We've been wanting to do it for the past 3 years, but we have not gotten somewhere where they can do it in quality. I've contacted Australia and Germany. That's where probably we'll get the best of the batteries. But all the China guys, for them to do that top quality, it costs so much. And when it costs too much, Nigerians can't afford it. So I am, and that's what business is. I'm still trying to weigh my options to make sure that I'm not stepping outside what we can afford or outside what our clients can afford. Does that make sense? Yeah. Okay. So attention must be placed on the kind of products you use for your clients and customers. Find a way to ascertain the quality before releasing it to your clients, because a bad product can damage a good service. So whether you have a super service, if your product is bad, your business is ruined. If your product is bad services. If you have a bad product here, and this is a good service, the business is bad. If you have a good product here, and the service is bad, it's still a bad business. If you have a good product here, and a good service, right, then the business is good. This should be easy too. It's nothing big. So you don't achieve a good business only with a good product. There are a lot of businesses in the world that have crumbled even though they have good products but bad services. There are a lot of businesses that have bad products but good services. Those who have survived can combine both good products and good services. Customer is king. I'm sure you've heard that a lot of times. There are some customers that are annoying, but customer is king. I have seen customers that annoyed me. If not for the grace of God, I would have just told them, permit my French, fuck off. But they are always king, and they are the only ways for you to actually improve on your product and services, because feedback from them is the most important. So for example, if your mom gives birth to you now, she won't say you are an ugly child, right? So even if you are not a fine child, it's not your mom that will tell you. Anytime she carries, say, my fine baby, my fine baby. But you know, on the outside world, you might actually be an ugly baby. But your mother will never tell you. Just like, that's just the way it is. The person that will tell you whether you are fine or not, is maybe a complete stranger that doesn't have anything to gain, anything to lose. So is this customer. Whether a customer is lying or telling the truth about your product and services, every review from a customer is good. You take it positively. When you understand that customer is king, it helps you save all the trouble. So if, for example, you sell a product to me, and I tell you, Stanley, this is rubbish, this is complete rubbish. You know, normally, if it was not that you were giving him a service, you tell him, sir, don't ever talk to me like that. But it's your customer. Sorry, sir, we are so sorry, sir. So half of the people that tell you sorry, sir, in their business, in their heart, they have slapped you. Right? But we will do that sorry, sir, throughout. Sorry, sir, we're so sorry, man. We will come back, sir. Okay, man, what do you want, man? Every time. They like it. They like it. In fact, they live on it. Customer is king. So I'll paint you a picture of the process for renewable energy. If you are using lithium ion, you know where they get lithium ion from? Inside the ground. You use cobalt, you use a lot of, all of them inside the ground. So mining agents first start. Refining agents will do their own. The people that now call themselves manufacturers that have gathered all the raw materials will now produce it into something. After they do it, they will now package it. They will now transport it. After they transport it, there will be a wholesaler. There will be a retailer. Then there will be a customer. Then there will be a use. Imagine the amount of processes this has. But everybody that does this process puts only one thing at the back of his mind, the customer. Because if there is no customer for your business, you're wasting your time. Does this make sense? Okay. I have seen people that buy things from people sentimentally. Have you seen that kind of thing before? I'll paint a picture quickly. If it's from Edo State, for example, and you are Hausa, for example, I'm an Hausa guy. If he comes to me and his product is good, and you come to me, you speak your language, you know there's a very high probability I'll just, his product may be better than yours. Very important. There are people that There are people that, how do I put it now? I want to give you one very lovely example about this customer's feeling. Have you seen situations where you want to sell something to somebody or you need a favor from somebody? Today you greet him, happy birthday, sir. Tomorrow you bring it for you. You say, hi, madam, I brought you this small gift. You think you like the person so much, that's why you are giving him all those things. It's business. And it's you playing on the emotional game. You will see banks, even banks, they're emotional people. They're emotionless people, sorry. But they'll still send you happy birthday text messages. Instead of them to hard money. You know, it's better for them to put 1,000 in your account than for them to send that nonsense message. But they'll still twist emotions. When you are doing end of whatever they call it in your office, you see them, they'll package what? Amper. They'll give you. You are still twisting emotions in business. So emotions are part of the business, but there is no emotion in business. On the outside world, they say there's no emotion in business. Business is business, but that's just it's like a fallacy. It's like a coverage. On the inside, everything is based on emotions. There are men that have put money in a bank just because a girl is fine. I'm being realistic. There will be a man that has been chasing them. Sir, please, our bank is good. Sir, our bank is good. You just see one fine girl come into your office. You just carry all your company money, transfer it to that bank. Have you not seen it? It happens all over the world. There is emotion in business. I was asked to teach one time on a master class for a program called Not a 9 to 5. The people that don't want to do 9 to 5. My topic was the emotion of business. Because people say, my brother, we can't do this. Business is business. Yeah, that's right. Business is business. But there is a part where you twist emotions to make business work. So I said, is it aesthetically pleasing? Is your product and services attractive? Why do you think that when you buy food at an expensive restaurant, they call it 12,500. But when you buy, I use rice, for example. Chicken Republic rice, 1,000, you get rice and chicken. If you go to a high-end restaurant, same rice, same chicken. As a matter of fact, they must have bought the rice and chicken from the same space. But in the other space, you will see that there's a white split. Cucumber is 15 naira. You slice cucumber, put it on the corner. Tomatoes that you cannot eat raw, or you are not a goat, they will design the tomato so much that they will put raw tomato by your rice. Are you getting my point? When they are done doing this thing, you will pay 12,500 for the same rice that is 1,000 in Chicken Republic. You can now go lower. There are some people that sell that rice on the street that hawk it on their head. 200 naira rice. There was a time when I was living in Akure. I lived in Akure. I started this business in Akure. I went to wash my car. That woman, I bought 50 naira rice, maybe 20 naira spaghetti, 10 naira beans, 15 naira egg. You know, have you eaten those kind of food? As I'm talking, my mouth is salivating. Those women that hawk it, you will see that like this one corner, they'll put inside stainless plate for you. It's the sweetest rice I've eaten in my entire life. 200 naira. Is their rice different from the rice in Oriental Hotel? So, is this that they are selling? That's it. Oh, welcome, sir. They open the door for you. We'll get there. Welcome, sir. Open the door for you. If we were doing this training and it was killing you, you know, you'd have told us that this company, a sweat person, is sweat throughout. You will say it to yourself even if you don't say it out. But are you feeling the AC? Are you feeling it? Yeah? Exactly. What am I trying to say? The packaging. That's the difference between the person, we'll still get to packaging, but that's the difference between the person that sells something for 10 naira and that sells and the same thing for 100 naira. And that's the job of the entrepreneur. So before there was burger, there were people that eat 20 naira agege bread and buy. Have you seen those pieces of meat that they used toothpick? Yeah. You buy 15 naira worth of that meat. Buy bread, drink Coke, you are satisfied. Now there are a group of people that will now carry that bread, smaller version of it. Put beef in the middle. Put leaf like goat, and the burger, you call it burger, you pay 2.5. There is one sandwich my wife used to send to me. They make it in Lekki here. The sandwich is bread. Let me do a quick calculation for you. Bread, fried egg, and a piece of maybe some little chicken, and some leaves, right? So let's just call it leaves. They sell it for 2,000. Just wait now. You see this 2,000? You can buy at least 5 loaves of bread from it. And out of the 5 loaves of bread, that sandwich that she made for me, for 2,000, you can make. So if they say, I'll go and buy bread. Then go and buy, are you okay? Then go and buy bread and buy egg and fry it and put the leaf together and make it. Some people do it too, but I'm a customer. I've stopped eating it. I can't afford it. But you get my point. They have used aesthetics to finish me. Sandwich. How many times they deliver that? Every time sandwich 2,000. 2,000. How much is the egg, in fact? How much is the egg? But the packaging is not even the best. It's just that human beings are lazy to do it. So people capitalize on that. So I'll give you one thing that I did right here, which is for every service that anybody runs, it's basically because there is somebody that is too busy or lazy to do it. For every service, it's because there's somebody that is either too busy or too lazy to do it. So, anytime you think of a business, even aside renewable energy, you think about a business, understand that you have to cater for something. I think I wrote some of that there. You have to cater for something. For example now, you have seen me use this camera, have you not? And I've posted pictures that we took from the camera, meaning I can use it. But I'm a little too busy to do that. When I did it yesterday, what did I say? I said, I don't like this, I don't have the energy. And I'm probably a little too lazy to continue it. Are you not seeing a cameraman here now? Do you know I'll pay him for this? This is what? And this is what? It's a business. It's combination of a lot of this and a lot of this that brings you to a business. And business is as simple as what I just explained now. I'll take you to the next few slides so that you get exactly what I mean, or how you can improve on these businesses. But before I go further, this is just business. You just catering for something. If, for example, people start to get too lazy to untie their buckle, and you can start to untie their buckle, they'll pay you for it. You've not seen that right now, they've gotten to the next level now, there is half-cooked meals selling in stores. Half-cooked meals. You people have not seen it. Have you seen it? Half-cooked meals. Just because you are too lazy to cook it for the long time, they cook it to half. Don't worry, I'll show you some. So, and the busier human beings get, the more services you can give them. Those days when people were not so busy, when people have closed from their offices at 2 o'clock, civil servants, 4 o'clock, there was no traffic, everybody will get home, their wife will cook, they will eat, they watch NTA news, they'll go and sleep. Now, if you are a banker, you might not get to your house until 11 p.m. You have children. Don't you need the service of a nanny? You have children. Don't you need the services of a cook? Traffic can stress you so much that you might not be able to function the next day. Don't you need a driver? Every business is basically this and this. Which, if you remember the first slide that I said, the link, business, product and services. Everything about business, product and services. Please, if you have questions, ask me. I'm not the one that will wait till the end and say which. As we are talking, it's a conversation. Is that not the way I talk? It's a conversation. So I said follow up. This is another. I'm supposed to put this one maybe later, but I intentionally brought it here so that we can get these rules. Even though it looks like rubbish. Attention, customer care. Attention, customer care, follow up. You see that this one is highlighted. I put everything under attention to details. You can easily say that attention to details is you just paying attention to how your product is. But attention to details is not only paying attention to how your product is, it's also paying attention to the services and post services. So follow up. Customer appreciates follow up. Their feedback is your exam. And when you get a bad feedback, you use it to improve on your craft. No need for emotions. If a client says to me now, your inverter is so bad, in fact, I regret working with you, I won't say, now wow, I saw the follow person talk. No. I'm so sorry, sir. I'm so sorry, sir. We would work on it, sir. Believe. And you deliver a better service on your next opportunity. As I am like this, there are so many people when I started this business that they complained. But I never, they complain. Sometimes human beings are designed to complain, don't get it wrong. It gets to a point you know that your craft is good, that anybody that complains is probably being too, but that even that fake complaint is still good for you. The idea or the aim is to get to a point where there is absolutely no complaint about your products and services. Am I making sense? Okay. This is the part that you are, your package. So it says the importance of packaging stretches throughout the business life cycle and also has links with how the customer feels, which is the previous one, the attention to details. Kindly note, almost everything I'll be sharing will link directly to the client. That is to make you understand that the business is all about the customer. What you have to package. Your person, your manner of approach, your presentation, which also later will be your delivery and your business outlook. So I'll use Victor as an example. I didn't know that I'll use him as an example. So Victor sends me a quotation for the job, first job he did for me. Decent quotation, neat, I like it. But when he was telling me about those things, I was cutting it down. You know why I was cutting it down? I told him, I didn't hide it from him. I said, your light is not a professional light. It was burning me. I said, when you were doing the first editing, you used my office. Are you listening to that negotiation? I kept giving him points. I was able to beat it down. But you know now, I can't use that same point to beat him down now. He has bought 2 lights, and I'm not hot. Am I making sense? Okay, am I making sense? So let's start with your person. You see, in the next slide I'll share marketing strategies, I'll share my own personal secrets. But you see, this your person is the beginning. I ask you one question, I ask everybody here, what did you think about me on your first impression? Be sincere.
Your packaging, I noticed your packaging.
Okay.
Most of the posts you are always on suits.
Okay.
And your native attire is also good.
Great. I'm listening to you. Are you done?
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
And you're always posting your business.
Okay.
Always pushing.
Okay. You know, the truth is, anybody that monitors me on social media, if you monitor my life and you follow how I do my things, I can bet you there is a very high probability you'll be successful. And this is normal too, because I have some laid down principles that I have followed till date, and they've worked. This is your person. We'll talk about the other things, manner of approach, presentation. But you see, this is your person, you yourself. And it's not only physical, it's not only the outlook. Your person, your courage, your tone, how you even make the conversation, your calmness. Some people will say it doesn't matter, but it does matter. Am I making sense? It does matter. Your person is everything. For example, I've realized that you're a gentle guy. You're a calm guy. Now, that can be an advantage for your business. I have seen people give deals to people just because, that guy is level-headed. You've never heard those kind of things before. He's a calm guy. They say, it'd be like say the guy calm. Your person. Your composure. Your person. Your person. Very important. When we did the interviews for to employment, we interviewed, I think 10 people the day we interviewed her. When she came in, she was neatly dressed. Calm. When we asked questions, she gave us the answers, kept quiet. When she stepped out, I told my colleague that we were doing the interview together, I said, we're employing this girl. Your person. I have seen people, I repeat, that have good products, but their person will discourage you. And you see, for somebody to be successful in life, it's a combination of everything. There's nothing like do one well. And for you to be successful in life, you change yourself. Even if you don't change yourself inside, you will change your outside. You will fake it. Do you know the meaning of faking something? Yesterday when I was discussing with my workers, what did I say to you guys? I said, it's possible for you not to like people. You know, some people don't like people. They don't like stress. Don't sit down beside me. I like to be on my own. But when you do business, you cannot be a don't like people kind of person. You will smile. If the first day you got here, and I walked in and I frowned my face, what are these people here? Would you have liked it? Did you like the way I entered, made everybody smile and left?
Yes.
But that's my own person, Sha. I'm naturally like that. But even if I was not naturally like that, I had to be like that for you guys. Are you getting this, Victor? Are you getting this, Nkem? Your person